Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Will here. As mentioned, I'll be recording a video on how to give your holding company real substance. It happens a lot, with POEM, CFC rules, as I've mentioned before. If you are living in a high tax jurisdiction, pretty hard to do nowadays. I wouldn't recommend it at all. If you don't want to pay tax, then probably leave your country. But if you do have a holding company and you are wondering, do I have substance? It's an increasingly a regulatory requirement, and it really makes sense of why would you have a random shell over here? It has to have real substance in, okay? So today we're going to go over the topics that do, let me just charge my phone, the topics that actually do give you substance. So that's local directors, a registered office, local banking, board minutes, operating expenditure from that local entity, and the economic nexus as well. So again, usually this entire structure is focused on the Cayman Islands holding three companies, right? That could be in, for example, here is Hong Kong, the US, and BVI. The BVI would be a sub-investment holding IP company, potentially, it's just an example, right? I'm just walking through. The Wyoming LLC would be a US software and a SaaS entity. And the Hong Kong operation co is an active trading services business, potentially e-commerce, potentially consulting, whatever you're doing down in Hong Kong, right? Now, what kills substance is they're only signing everything. Let's say you have all of these, you can read it on the screen, right? Let's say you've got the local directors, the local office, all of the substance requirements, but you're still signing those documents from, let's say, the UAE, then that's a really big problem. Because at the end of the day, they can clearly see on DocuSign those IP signatures, especially from the electronic signings, and that just shows that it's the economic choices are actually being made from where you're currently residing at the end of the day, right? And the second thing that can kill substance is rubber stamp directors, nominees without real purpose, they're not real directors. We don't deal with nominee structures. We deal with, we're not a staffing company, but we can connect you with, people who are really a true director of a business, and that's going to actually have some influence over your business choices as well. And again, no local activity can also kill your substance. Zero local cost, zero local staff, no local bank, very common. We even see this in e-commerce. For example, people living in Hungary and having a company in UAE. What is the point? Just have a Hungarian company. It's probably going to be more effective, actually, than having that UAE business. That's another topic, but I do want to make some topics on Hungary as well. Incredibly interesting jurisdiction. As me personally, I'm looking at moving back into Europe potentially in the upcoming years. Would it be London? Potentially would love to buy a dip there, but is London actually going to go back to what it used to be? Don't know. That's another gamble in itself. And again, there's incredibly high tax. I'd have to do a massive restructure of my own personal companies if I was to move back to London. All right, so generally have those local costs as well. But let's get back into the 6 pillars, I would like to call them, of creating substance. So firstly, local directors. Usually we would actually say 2 as a minimum requirement, but minimum really 1. And this is where the board decisions are made, typically on the island. And this is obviously with Cayman Islands, right? So they have genuine signing authority. They're not a nominee. They are a real director. Number 2 is a real office, not just a PO box. Number 3, real local banking. Pretty obvious here, guys. You can read it in front, right? And again, having meetings held over in Cayman Islands with real documents to back that up, not just rubber-stamped resolutions. Operating expenditure, could be legal fees, could be accounting fees, could be director fees, could be local staff as well, and they are booked in locally. And the economic actual nexus, again, the assets of the IP, investments, XYZ are managed locally within the Cayman Islands within this example. And as we can see here, the economic, if I zoom in here, can I zoom in? It's not letting me zoom, here we go, is the Cayman Economic Substance Act, and that's the holding company activity. Again, lower threshold than active business, but still position of economic management, that's POEM, rules still apply. If you actually manage a company from abroad, tax residence follows you. SEMA filing is actually an annual filing, and penalties are up to $100,000 if not done properly. So things have to be done properly, they have to be structured properly, and again, your holding company has to have real substance. And again, this is just educational content only, not legal advice. So other than that, guys, I'll leave you to it. Very simple, but very important message today. Please give your holding company real substance.